Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. No.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Now they have a first down and more. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Here we go. Set. 60 out low. Get it low. Rest. Check. Lucky. Bravo. There we go, Mike 20.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They don't hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
54's Mike. Check.
He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Mike 42. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. 56. Bullet.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's just me and you. Hey, watch that.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
We got 4.
Back to throw here. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run with Elliott. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up over the middle. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check. Hey, watch
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That one caught by Gibson. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check 52. Alert 3.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. It's Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got
blitz coming, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They'll look to throw. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going to try and throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Mike 42, Mike 42.
They'll drop the throw. That one complete, Elliott. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. It's first and 10 at the 14. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
His pass caught with the throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On second down now, it's Sanders. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. With that run, double check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip. 6 guys. Check 6. Check 15. Check 15. This by 7.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And an alley to run. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Check. Crunch.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Down right around the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Check. Watch out.
From the 25 on second down. Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Philadelphia.
Here we go. 180. Ram.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Done. 180. Man 5-7.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 19-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7.
Big stop, let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here we go on second and 12. It's Kelsey on the grab. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 7.
They'll look to throw here. Cooper's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Second and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Back to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. Jim. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were... Hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Here's Brett Kern now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
In your face. Joker, 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 Joker. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go. Louis! 54! Hey, Lou. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Switch! He's coming. Double. He's coming, double up.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a carry for Allen. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point put through by Suckup, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. this game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Sanders. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm here all day. I'm here. Bunch. Switch gears. Shit. Lefty. Shit. Check safety.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike Twain. Cut.
He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Get that quarterback. D-line, get that quarterback.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Intended that time for Cooper. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. They'll run with Sanders, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Here we go. Here we go. Watch the pass. 30. Check.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. Completes it to Aguilar. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd and 13. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. With it is Jackson. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Get it up, black man. 180! Great. You must be Drew. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Wentz now on first down. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second and 10 now from the 27. Now back to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Watch the run. It's soft, baby, that's a baby soft.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Intended for number 80.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Here's Jackson to return. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Great. 10. Alert flare. Check 13. Check 13.
They'll go again with Sanders. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Man, I got you. Solid.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll run on first down. Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. 10th carry now for Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Any weapon. Come on, QB, come on. Shift. Squeeze. 3 for Mike.
2nd and 5. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Cowboys on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to throw. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And down inside the 15 he goes. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line.
Cowboys, first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Mike's by 4. Here we go, here we go. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That one complete to Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 7-yard line.
That's it. 54 Mike. Yeah, Jim. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Record. Mike's 54.
Second and 4. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Extra point try now for Succop. And that one cuts this to a 17-point spread.
Next to score, Eagles 38, Cowboys 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try and make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
They'll run. It's Sanders. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go.
Running right. Here's Sanders. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
It's caught by Aguilar. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 280! 55, it's our time, guys.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. Got his man, it's Arcega-Whiteside. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
And an Eagle first down.
Here we go. 180! Here we go. Check. Hey, watch it. Watch the safety creep. Friend.
Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Right 54. Cover. Check 37. Check.
Hey, empty.
Wentz to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Check 52.
On play action, they'll throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And some space here. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position